iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in, race fans, to the Eldora Speedway here tonight for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series, presented by the Upstate Racing League. Hi, above the virtual tower here tonight. My name is Roger Muth with the Turn 3 Racing Network. Glad to be back here on Sunday night with the Bartel Builders Big Block Series because, well, it's the famous Eldora Speedway. You think of Eldora, you think of the Fork Round Nationals, you think of the Eldora Million, but have you ever thought of the Bartel Builders Big Block Series invading the virtual track here at the Eldora Speedway? We've only ever been here one time before, and there's only one driver that has his name etched into the record book, and that's our points leader coming into the night. That is Talon Carter. Talon Carter, the only driver to ever pick up a Big Block Modified win here with the Upstate Racing League. That was back on the Bartel Builders night 1 year ago. Well, we're back again. Who's the points leader? Well, we just talked about him. Talon Carter holds a 42-point lead here tonight coming in. Well, that is over the driver from Kokomo, Indiana, Chris Brown. Brian Hacker missing in action for the rest of the season, obligated with work and some family things, so Brian Hacker, who is third, should drop through the running order, and Justin Fuller, he is fourth. Ryan Holland is fifth, Josiah Millen sixth, Speedy Brissett is seventh overall in the championship standings. Rookie Tyler Groscup is the first rookie. He is eighth. Cole Day, past champion, back in ninth, and Brett Bartels in the 2B. He is 10th overall in the championship standings. But man, just like time flies, that just means we're already ready to go heat racing here tonight. Let's get us down trackside here, because there you see the Super Dirt Car Series, well, heat race number 1 starting to take to the grid. Let's take you through that starting lineup. Starting on the front row here in heat race number 1, that'll be car number 99. That'll be Cole Day. To his outside, the 13G. That's the G-Man, Cam Fortin. It will start in P number 2. The driver out of Montana and the Ungari Motorsports 00. That'll be Doug Ungari. The driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, driving car number 40. Josiah Millen will start 4th. 5th will be the driver out of Florida, the Rev Esports rookie. That'll be Michael Trevarthen. Kokomo's own from downtown Kokomo, Indiana, the 136. That'll be Chris Brown. Scott Austin in the Austin Designs number 5. We'll start back in 7th. And out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, driving the 31B. That'll be Donald Bennett. 8. cars here on the call for heat race number 1, brought to us by our friends over at the Super Dirt Car Series. Super Dirt Car Series, of course, kicking itself off here in just a couple of weeks with the big block modifieds. Actually, a couple of days if you are down in Florida. One of our own, Dean Reynolds, is down there. Super Dirt Car Series is still the premier big block modified series that travels the nation. As we're ready to go, heat race number 1, 8 laps, 5 to qualify. Cold Day says, let's kick the tires and light the fires. Here we go. Cold Day to the bottom side down in turn 1. Look at Josiah Millen going right up against the outside there. Trying to stretch out the Eldora Speedway. We've seen in the past the outside groove and the inside groove come to life here. Cold Day ran the bottom side there in lap number 1, and then he decided to go ahead and take himself now to the outside where Josiah Millen is. Remember, top 5 going to qualify. There's the 00 Doug Ungari trying to work the middle side of the speedway. There we go. Now we got it with just 6 laps to go. 2 laps already into the book. It is Cold Day, Josiah Millen, and Guillaume Fortin still rolling the middle side. Here comes Doug Ungari. He'll squirt down to the bottom side. He'll make it 3 wide down into turn number 3. Ungari to the bottom, Guillaume to the middle, and Chris Brown all the way to the outside lane there. That's how they come across the line. There's 5 laps to go already here in heat race number 1. Doug Ungari now to the bottom side as Guillaume got himself all the way to the top shelf. That's what seems to be working here early on in this one here in the first heat race of the evening. Michael Trevarthen back there just outside the transfer spot. That's with Scott Austin. Austin not able to advance his spot here currently. A couple drivers up against the outside wall. There was Austin trying to gather it up. He'll bang it off the boards out of turn number 2. He'll hammer back into it. Donald Bennett back there into the 8th position. Still watching the top 5. Doug Ungari working the bottom side with 3 laps to go. He'll throw a slider on the 13G down into turn number 1. He'll bank it off the cushion out of turn number 2, but it will be the 13G that cut back down underneath him. Guillaume Fortin going to take back that 4th spot. Right now, Ungari holding the transfer spot. Just ahead of them, Kokomo's own Chris Brown to the bottom side of the Whiteout Performance 136. He'll throw a slider. He'll leave just a little room, and Millen will squirt out of the top side. Down the back straightaway, Millen will add a couple cars to his advantage there, but look at Chris Brown lay it up there. 1 lap to go, presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. It's the final trip here in heat race number 1, and it looks like Cold Day is coming out to a Sunday night walk here. The battle, though, is for the transfer spot and also for that 2nd spot, but it'll be Cold Day coming across the line here, and then the transfer spot that'll go to the 13G, so it'll be Cold Day, Josiah Millen, Chris Brown, Doug Ungari, and Guillaume Fortin across the line here in heat race number 1 here tonight for the Super Dirt Car Series heat race number 1. So Cold Day picks up a big win here. That leaves us, well, to the 2nd heat race of the evening. Super Dirt Car Series 2nd heat race of the night looks like this. Starting on the front row, he's a rookie here this season with the Upstate Racing League. He also goes by the name of Eric Sanford in car number 19. Starting to his outside, the driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, driving the Rags Carter Racing number 1. That'll be Talon Carter. He's the points championship leader coming into the night. Back into P number 3. Then another one of those rookies here tonight. The driver out of the Thunder Ridge Racing Stables, car number 28. That is Jeff Sharp. Tyler Groscup, another rookie. 3 rookies here in the first half of this field. Car number 14, Tyler Groscup, will be back into the 4th spot. 5th will be the driver out of Crossville, Tennessee, the Dobbs Detailing. It's the number 98 out the gate. This is racing Jason Griffith Dobbs. Back into the 6th spot. He tap dances as a hobby. And then, well, I was going to call him the professional racer, but it's the 59 of Steven Brissett. Eddie Brissett back here, car number 15. He's the tap dance brother of the number 59. Car number 15, though, that's Ed Brissett. And it's the big show out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Driving car number 13, that'll be Kyle Lesher. Lesher to pilot car number 13 here tonight. 8 cars. It'll be another 5 to transfer. I'm getting word, though, that we will take all drivers that have made the tow here tonight for the Eldora Speedway. So taking all of them here as we're ready to go in the Super Dirt Car Series heat race number 2. Green flag is up. Eric Sanford says, let's see what Talon Carter's really got, as he'll have to start to the outside. Sanford to the middle in turn 1, and Carter will rip the lip. Will he have it? No, he won't. Here comes Carter, though. Maybe, I thought he was going to throw a little bit of a slider. He will not, as Jeff Sharp's down to the bottom. 3 wide for the race lead out of 1. One car of Carter to the bottom side. He'll now take the lead with a slider, but it's not going to quite stick. Here comes Sanford to the outside. He has position into turn number 3 and 4. 3 wide for the race lead. It'll be Carter again at the line. They were 3 wide, and look at Dobbs back there. He's got his beautiful angel on the roof of that long shot. Sports Apparel, number 98 out the gate. Trying to come up here. It is still Talon Carter, though, that is leading this one here in heat race number 2. Sanford is able to hang with him, and he's going to run the middle groove. And Dobbs back there. One car up into the fence line. One car barrel rolling down the back straightaway right now, as I believe that is going to be Tyler Grosscup, actually. That's Grosscup and Lesher that have made some contact. Race officials say we're going to keep this one green here at Eldora. So Grosscup and Lesher, now the caution lights are coming on. Caution lights are on. We saw what happened. It was Grosscup going up and over. Lesher also involved. So the first time the caution lights will come out here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. Take a look there. You see the 14 bouncing off the wall, And Lesher nowhere to go as Grosscup came off the fence line. And you see Grosscup tumbling down the back straightaway. Watch it again. Watch the 14. Just jumps the cushion. Lands it on the wheels, but the car suffered some damage, and he'll take it to the infield. So the first time the caution flag flew here tonight. Gives us just a moment to thank everybody that is tuning in out there from wherever you are tuning in from. We know a couple drivers tuning in from down in Florida. Of course, we know a couple drivers tuning in from, well, Illinois. Brian Hacker not here tonight. Still watching over on our YouTube side of things. We hope everybody is doing well wherever you are tuning in from here tonight. You are watching, of course, the heat races here tonight, brought to us by the Super Dirt Car Series that remain the premier traveling series tour for the big block modifieds in the nation. Come back into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone here. Wait for the iRacing.com pace car to make its way to pit road, and we'll fire these bad boys back off. Here we go. Talon Carter says now's the time. All drivers will make the full field here tonight for our feature event. We were looking for the top 5, but with everybody making it, we have 23 cars on hand here tonight at Eldora, and the popsicle sticks going up here in our second heat race of the evening. Talon Carter looking like he's got it in command, laying his big block modified up to the outside. He'll come by. He'll get the Carpenter's Tax Service white flag. Final trip around the Eldora Speedway here for the heat race number 2. Carter looking like he's going to walk away and pick up his 7th heat race here of the season. So as he will come out of turn 4, it'll be all Talon Carter. Sanford and Dobbs, and it will be Eric Sanford picking up the second position. Dobbs, Sharp, Brissett, Lesher, and Tyler Grosscup. So Grosscup will finish back there. Another one of the Super Dirt Car Series heat races making its way to the starting grid. And this one will have the 03 of Speedy Brissett on the front row. To the outside of him, then the driver out of Canada, car number 86, it'll be Kelly Dahl. Driver out of South Glens Falls, New York. He pilots car number 96. They call him the boss man. It's Big Al Smith driving car number 96. He'll start third. Ryan Holland out of New York in the number 15, the Showtime Graphics entry. He will start back into the 4th spot. And how about the Misfit Motorsports number 81? That is going to be Jimmy McIntyre, the Best Colorful Creations entry. He'll start back in 5th. Dylan Rabdoy in the Rays Diane Tubing, number 22, out of Swanton, Vermont, will go from the 6th starting spot here tonight. While the driver out of, well, New York, he drives the McDuff Racing Bartel Builders 1W It's the wild one, Wade McDuff, piloting the 1W. He'll start back there, the final starter here in our final heat race of the evening. 7 drivers, 5 to qualify. Everybody actually going to make the big dance here tonight at Eldora. That's just how generous we are feeling here tonight. I say generous. Al Smith says we're taking them all, though, tonight. So, hey, if the boss man tells you we're taking all of them, we're taking all of them. You can't fight with the big guy behind the scenes. Big man, though, he'll start inside row number 2. He's got the Care for Colby wings there on his big block modified, just like racing Jason Dobbs did, and Josiah Millen also carrying that along with Doug Ungari as the green flag is up here in the final heat race of the night. Not a good start there by Kelly Tall, though, on the outside. Al Smith squirts around. Look at the number 81 of Jimmy McIntyre down on the bottom side. McIntyre with his best colorful creations, number 81. He always loves to go down to the bottom side and nibble on anything that's down there. One lap in the book. It is going to be Speedy Brissett leading lap number 1. McIntyre still to the bottom. Ryan Holland, who did not get a good start with the Foxtrot. RC number 15 has, Al Smith into the outside wall. Gather it up, old son. That's what racing Jason Dobbs would tell me. Al Smith taking a little bit of that advice. He gathered it up, but a big moment there. Ryan Holland, also one of those drivers that elected to lift out of the throttle. So if Ryan Holland wouldn't have lifted out of the throttle, him and Al Smith would have got tangled up. But he did, and they both lived to turn another lap. Jimmy McIntyre, though we talked about him being down on the bottom side of the speedway, he's still down there, and he is still trucking like the little engine that could here out of turn 4. It'll be 4 laps to go. Speedy Brissett looking to pick up his second heat race of the season as they're 3 wide. Ryan Holland that time going to overstep the boundaries down in 1 and 2. He got a little kiss of the outside wall. Oh, Raptoy! Raptoy going to spin it around on the raised tie and tubing number 22. He'll come to a rest. We'll see if that's going to trigger one of these caution flags here tonight at Eldora. Raptoy actually going to get it quickly turned back around as the popsicle sticks a fly. It'll be 2 more times around here in the final heat race of the evening. Watching the battle, though, for second because it's the best battle on the speedway. Speedy Brissett is kind of checked down a little bit right now. Almost about a second gap between Speedy Brissett and the rest of the field. It'll be the white flag presented by Carpenter's Tax Service here, the final Super Dirt Car Series heat race of the evening. Look at Ryan Holland trying to go rim ride to the outside. Everybody chasing Speedy Brissett, so Brissett will pick up this one. And at the line, it'll be Speedy Brissett. Jimmy McIntyre with a slide on Al Smith. Ryan Holland, Wade McDuff, Kelly Tall. And then Dylan Raptoy will finish out. That's how they came across the line. So Speedy Brissett with a win. Speedy looking pretty well. Here's the pun, and it's intended, race fans. He's looking pretty speedy. Well, that looks like that will conclude our heat races here tonight, brought to us by our friends over at the Super Dirt Car Series. Can't wait to catch them on Dirt Vision this coming season. Super Dirt Car Series, always one of my favorites to watch. We got to also thank the Carpenter's Tax Service this season, coming back on board with the Upstate Racing League, as they are the only place the Upstate Racing League goes for their tax preparation. The Hanson Starter Shop is, of course, our restart and green flag zone. The Hanson Starter Shop has been in business for 30-plus years in the upstate area, rebuilding and repairing alternators, generators, starters, and also having new ones on hand. Of course, we also got to thank our friends over at Upstate RC and Hobbies, located in Johnstown, New York. The Upstate RC and Hobbies is your go-to place, carrying all top brands, Traxxas, Team, and of course, very much more. The Upstate RC and Hobbies is your #1 place for all things RC. Find them on Facebook and at their new website. I can get it out here tonight at upstaterc.com. That's upstaterc.com. And of course, the Bartel Builders, well, it's all about the Bartel Builders, focused on providing high-quality service for your construction needs. Whether it's new construction repairs or or repair and install damage repairs, Bartel Builders have you covered and everything you need. Based in Spirit Lake, Iowa. Contact them today. I'm going to have to repair my speech impediment that obviously here tonight we have picked up at the Eldora Speedway. You see the lights are on though, so we're getting ready here in just a couple of moments. We will light the big block modifieds off here for our feature event. Cole Day, of course, did pick up heat race number 1 here tonight. That'll be his 3rd heat race win of the season. Talon Carter picking up his 7th heat race win of the year, and Speedy Brissett picking up his 2nd heat race of the year. There's only 2 drivers that have picked up wins this season. 7th race of the season, Talon Carter has picked up 6. And then Ryan Holland has picked up 1. So with those 2, the only 2 drivers here tonight that have picked up a win in our feature competition action this season here with the Big Block Modifieds, I do believe, well, it is in our favor that we may see another feature winner for the first time this season. But it is unlikely because, well, we talked about that dreaded invert wheel that we do have here with the Upstate Racing League. That invert wheel actually has rolled over on 0. There will be no invert here tonight. So it will be line them up, knock them out, drag them out here at the Eldora Speedway. We will go 40 laps feature racing competition action here tonight, as these drivers are still putting a little heat in the motors. About 10 more seconds before they will be called to the grid here. So what do you say, race fans? Who do you have? Who is out here tonight that's going to be the driver that might pick up the win? Is it Ryan Holland? Is it the Racing Jason entry? Maybe Guillaume. He just picked up, his first win this season on the asphalt side of things with the Upstate Racing League. Will he be able to do it here tonight at Eldora? Maybe Scott Austin will pick up his first career win. We won't know until the checkered flag drops after 40 laps of competition. And what do you say we go down trackside here and get that starting lineup? Here's the starting lineup here, and this is with no invert here tonight. Starting on the front row, it is 2 champions. The last 2 champions we had here in the Bartel Builders Big Block Series. It'll be car number 99 of Cole Day. To his outside, car number 1, that's Talon Carter. Then back into P number 3, picking up a heat race win. That'll be the 03 of Speedy Brissett. Having his best starting spot of the season, the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, car number 40, Josiah Millen, will start from 4th. How about the Noble Racing, number 19 of Eric Sanford? He'll start 5th. Jimmy McIntyre, the low side nibbler, in car number 81. He'll go from 6th. Downtown Kokomo, Indiana. It's going to be downtown Chris Brown on the 136, starting in 7th. And Racing Jason, the number 98, coming out the gate in 8th. The Boss Man in car number 96 will start back into the 9th position, while the 00 of Doug Gardy, the Mountain Man, he'll start 10th. Jeff Sharp in the Thunder Ridge Racing number 28 will go from the 11th starting spot. Well, how about Ryan Holland, the Foxtrot entry? Car number 15 will go 12th on the call here tonight. Back into the 13th starting position, the 13G, the Superior Performance Motorsports number 13G of Guillaume Fortin. 14th will be the number 59 of Stephen Brissett. Wayne McDuff in the 1W, the Bartel Builders entry. He will start back in 15th. 16th, the 2T of Michael Trevarthen out of Florida, the Rep Esports driver. And then how about Eddie Brissett, back in car number 15. He'll start 17th. Kelly Dahl in the 86 will go 18th, 19th to the Austin Designs, number 5 of Scott Austin. It's the Big Show Kyle Escher out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, the 13. He'll go back into the 20th spot. 21st then, the Raised Iron Tubing number 22 out of Swanton, Vermont, Dylan Rabtoy. 22nd will be the 31B of Donald Bennett. And then rounding out the field here, the 23rd starter here tonight, it's going to be the number 14 of Tyler Grosecup. Grosecup, the pilot, car number 14. He'll start shotgun to the field. That's your starting lineup here as we're ready to go. Waiting for Marky Mark to bring down the official iRacing.com Silverado pace truck. And we're getting ready into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone. I do believe we'll go this time. Nope. Not ready. Little moisture down there in 3 and 4. They're going to work that in this time, and then we'll fire this one back off for the first time here tonight. 40 laps is the scheduled distance here. Last time we were here at the Eldora Speedway, green to checkered. Al Smith issued a little bit of a challenge to the driver, saying, we did it before, we should be able to do it again. Let's see if he is right. I think he, well, it's just something you normally don't say, race fans. So when we get a caution on lap number 1, I want each and every one of you to go ahead and message Al Smith this week and tell him, way to jinx it. It wasn't me, race fans. It was not me. It's Al Smith. Let's come into the Hanson Starter Shop green flag restart zone here as we're ready to go. Cole Day says, let's chase to turn number 1. Talon Carter to the outside. Speedy Brissett to the bottom side. And Cole Day runs right through the middle side. Lap 1 will go to Cole Day, so he will lead the first lap. But Talon Carter says slide or die. And, well, Talon Carter pulled up a little short that time. So Carter will fall back into line. He'll go rip the top side. Cole Day running about a half a car length down off the cushion here in lap number 2. Doesn't want to quite go up there and jinx it. Good battle back here. That's the 98 of Dobbs, as that's a 3-wide battle because that's Jimmy McIntyre to the outside, Dobbs in the middle, and then the boss man of Al Smith down to the bottom side. That's just one of the 3-wide racing. There's another 3-wide racing back a little bit farther into the field. I believe that was Michael Trevarthen, Kelly Dahl, and Wade McDuff. Dobbs going to get in front of that 81 of Jimmy McIntyre. McIntyre was on the bottom side all through his heat race. Right now he's up around the outside. He's just laying that right rear into the cushion. Trying to get around the 98 out of Crossville, Tennessee. Racing Jason holding strong right now. That Long Shot Sports Apparel number 98. There you see the old Dobbs machine right now. He's picked up one spot here in the first handful of laps of this one. Talon Carter just went and posted the fastest lap time of the evening. A 16.71 second lap for Talon Carter, as he's right there all over that number 99 of Cole Day. Take a look here from our Bartel Builders bar camera here along with the race leader for Cole Day. Here, Cole very ginger on that throttle there in the 99 right now, not forcing the envelope. Talon Carter, though, he is trying and giving her everything she's got, captain. Carter and Day have opened up a 2-second race lead. Those two cars are hooked up and set on dig already here tonight. Jimmy McIntyre not having a good run here in our feature event here in the first handful of laps. Not quite 10 laps into the book, and he's already dropped 8 positions as he just cannot. That outside lane is not set up working for that 81 of McIntyre. Wade McDuff has got around there. You see the 1W down on the bottom side, the Bartel Builders entry. Wayne coming in and teaming up with Brett Bartels this season in the Bartel Builders. Normally we're used to seeing Wayne drive a bright green and black machine. This season it's going to be pink and black as a good-looking hot rod. Wade McDuff trending into the right direction as Jimmy McIntyre still trying to tread some water. Ryan Holland picking up some spots early on, and he's bringing Doug Ungari along with him. Now they're going to come across the number 98 of Dobbs, as it's still Cole Day out front here, race fans. Nothing has changed at the front of the field. You're watching the best battles through the field that we can find from our camera truck here, virtually on site here at the Eldora Speedway. There you see Holland showing that the outside is definitely there as he got around the number 98. Now to be car 00's turn to see what he can do. Ungari with a brand new white paint scheme. Not going to be able to get to the outside of Dobbs. Dobbs going to go to the outside. Now Ungari going to go down to the bottom side of the speedway. And Al Smith just behind this battle that is raging on, but it looks like Dobbs will be the driver that has it right now, as he is going to hang on to it. Trevarthen just behind them. Oh, one driver hard into the wall there. That'll be the that's the 86 of Kelly Dahl. He's still bouncing that right rear tire off the wall. Challenge for the race lead, though. Talon Carter to the bottom side. Cole Day going to try and cross him over. Carter through the slider. Now Day to the bottom side. Is Day going to throw the slider? Slider after slider after slider. A little contact. Bars hitting. Day through the slider back on Carter, and the bars got linked together. Look at Talon Carter. He'll throw the slider. Here comes Cole Day. He'll go to the bottom side. It'll be a drag race to turn number 1. It's going to be a slider after slider now for the race lead between these two. The 23-year-old and the 15-year-old, two champions with the Upstate Racing League battling for the race lead. Right now, Carter has it. Will he be able to hang on to it? He'll come to see 23 laps to go. Talon Carter takes control here at Eldora. Let's see if he can keep it out of the fence line. We've seen a couple drivers go up there and put it into the fence here tonight. So as the lead exchanged hands, now the battle back here for third is exchanging itself. Back and forth the slide jobs go here. Speedy Brissett and Josiah Millen exchanging sliders. Millen now going to have the advantage off the top side of the speedway. He'll take the third spot. Here comes Chris Brownlow, the whiteout performance. Number 136, the driver out of Kokomo, Indiana. Chris Brown has never seen a big block modified in person. He's worked on a non-wing 410 as a crew member of Gas City, but has never seen a big block modified. Chris Brown, it's taken him about a year and a half to adjust to these big block modifieds. Last season had to come through a lot of last chance qualifiers to get into the big show, and then he's always worked himself towards the front. Just can't seem to get qualifying down, and that puts him in a bad spot for our heat races. This season doing pretty good, though. He has 3 heat race wins this season. As you see him going to the bottom side for trying to throw a little slider here on the 0-3 of Speedy Brissett. There was just nowhere to slide up in between the Millen and the Brissett entry. Oh, and Brown's going to misjudge it. He's going to clip the inside wall. Chris Brown just misjudged that one by a long shot, and he's got that left front all kind of caved in now. There you see Dobbs to the outside in the long shot sports apparel entry. A little contact there. It's going to send Dobbs up out of the groove that time out of turn 3 and 4. So Brown's back on the hammer, but it's going to drop him outside the top 5. Ungari right there still following Dobbs around the speedway, seeing if they can team and work together. Brissett back to the bottom side here on Millen. Millen looks like he's pretty fast on the outside, but keeps making just slight mistakes, and that's what's allowing the 0-3 of Speedy Brissett to come right back into the wheelhouse. 15 to go. It is still Talon Carter out front. Cole Day has started to close that gap once again, and it is like they are bump drafting at Daytona or Talladega, but we are way far away from both those super speedways. The dirt side of things here tonight, and now that looks like Talon Carter was able to boot, scoot, and boogie away just a little bit. Ed Brissett and Donald Bennett have gone a lap down here to the race leaders. Now it'll be Al Smith's turn as he's down 12 positions, and then it'll be Kyle Lesher. Where does Talon Carter go? Because he's going to get boxed in here. Oh, Lesher going to overstep the cushion. He throws it into the outside wall. Talon Carter got to go way, way, way down low to get around. Cole Day trying to follow him here through. Sometimes you got to tiptoe through the tulips when you're the race leader. And we're working lap traffic here very fast right here at the Eldora Speedway. Talon Carter now will set his sights upon car number 14 of Tyler Gross Cup. What does it look like out in front of your race leader? Right on board. The Bartel Builders onboard camera. Look 3 wide, 4 wide out in front of the race leader. Everybody up against the cushion. There ain't nowhere to run away and hide right now. If you're Talon Carter, you are in the thick of it. The Rose Cup right in front of the race leader going to challenge. As we're getting the double high five this time, it's just 10 more times around. But Talon Carter being chased by Cole Day through lap traffic. Carter going to have to throw a slider here on Kelly Dahl. He'll park it on his nose. Contact. Cole Day now going to start to close again. Still 3 wide out in front of the race leader. That's Scott Austin, Wayne McDuff, and Guillaume Fortin. Carter goes top shelf. Day follows top shelf. That time, Carter able to navigate those 2 cars working the bottom side of the speedway. Now he'll go to work on the Austin Designs, number 5. Austin works the top shelf. He's going to get himself up over the cushion. That's a wicked cushion we have here tonight at Eldora. These drivers trying to not overstep, but they keep overstepping. And with Austin running the outside there, Carter can't find anything down on the bottom side. That's going to allow Cole Day to start to close. Carter this time, though, with 7 laps to go into turn 1. He throws a huge slider dive down there to the inside to get around the number 5 of Austin. Cole Day now back to within about a car length and a half off the back dirt bars here of car number 1. More lap traffic out in front of the race leaders. That's Jimmy McIntyre and Steven Brissett. They are working the low line here, so the race leaders have the express lane around the outside. Guillaume up into the outside wall. He's having problems. We'll see if that's going to bring out a caution flag. And, oh, he's up and over. Guillaume with 5 laps to go. Up and over. Nowhere to go for the 15 of Eddie Brissett. As that's not exactly what you want to do. So the caution flag will come out for the number 13 G of Guillaume Fortin. Well, let's take a look back here. What happens to the G-Man? See him into the outside wall, and Kelly Dahl comes around and gives him a little bit of a bop into the back there, and around the 13G goes, looking like a spinning turtle on a shell. Sometimes they call these big block modifieds the mud turtles of the Northeast, and well, that time it ends up that Guillaume looking like a little bit of a turtle. Right on board here with Guillaume. Once you get up there, you just can't quite get off it. So that's what the ride looked like. Live pictures looking down at the packed virtual house here tonight. After the first caution flag of the evening came out here. Having a good battle, though, as the leaders were deep into lap traffic. They had already lapped up, I believe. They were working on the 15th place car of Stephen Brissett, Scott Alston, and Jimmy McIntyre. Those 3 cars were battling to stay on the lead lap. Caution flag comes out, though. So when Marky Mark does decide to pull the base truck down pit road, we should have 5 laps to go in this one. So we didn't quite make it to the challenge that Al Smith has set for these drivers, which was no caution flag here tonight. We did have 1 caution flag, as you were still pacing under that caution flag here. We had 3 heat races before this feature event here tonight. No last chance qualifier. Straight into feature racing competition. Lights are still on. I'm taking a look here, trying to see who has been the biggest mover so far through our field. And, well, it's the driver that drives that car right there. There you see the raised iron tubing, number 22 of Rabtoy. The 23-year-old out of Swanton, Vermont. He's picked up already 10 spots here tonight. Another driver, but it is opposite. This driver, Al Smith Jr., driver out of South Glens Falls, New York. Well, he's lost 10 spots here tonight. Al, gas pedals on the right, my friend. His back bars there have looked like they have seen better days on that car. The Stand RC Speedway riding on board Al Smith this season. Should be ready to go this time. Dave Farney told him it was one to go last time by at the line. Told Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch to take that iRacing.com Silverado pace truck off the racing surface, and we're green. All day with a slider, not gonna clear. Now Day will go to the bottom side again, just not able to clear on that slider. It'll be 4 to go. It's Carter, it's Day, it's Speedy Brissett, Josiah Millen, and Eric Sanford having a great run here tonight. Chris Brown trying to get back into the talking points of this one tonight. Talon Carter has started to really roll away now. Almost a half a second race lead over Cole Day, so it's all Talon Carter going for another win here tonight. Here comes Eric Sanford. Millen having some problems up against the cushion. Line them up, throw them up. It'll be 2 laps to go here at Eldora. 2 more times for Talon Carter, who's trying to pick up another win. Cole Day is within striking distance still. Both of them throwing it up against the cushion. They're come out of turn 4 this time. They'll look up. It'll be the final trip around the speedway by the Carpenter's Tax Service white flag. Cole Day with a slider on Talon Carter. It'll park Carter into the fence line. Cole Day and Talon Carter getting together on the white flag. That'll put the 99, and it looks like Cole Day says, "This is not my race." He'll limp across the line. We'll see what happens here, but it will show that Cole Day, Eric Sanford, Speedy Brissett, Josiah Millen, Ryan Holland, Chris Brown, Jason Dobbs, Michael Trevarthen, Dylan Rabtoy, and Talon Carter is how the top 10 unofficially here will shake down. So everything on the left-hand side of your screen is unofficial here tonight, as it looks like Cole Day will pull to the inside here on the front straightaway. So is Sanford, and so does Speedy Brissett. There's the top three on the front straightaway. The flames going off here at the Eldora Speedway. And what do you say? Let's see if we can go back here and watch that white flag lap. Watch how it all unfolds here. Day going to go down to the bottom side. He tries to throw the slider. Looks like Talon Carter stayed in it. And just the slightest of contact goes with that one car. Say slightest of contact. That was that was some pretty heavy contact between those two drivers. But that is how this one will finish out here tonight. We're going to take a quick step away, though, here from the microphone. We're going to see if we get down trackside here tonight to talk to the drivers that will all pick up finishing positions and see if we can talk to the drivers inside the top three after this. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back here at the Eldora Speedway.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to the Eldora Speedway race fans for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series, presented by the Upstate Racing League right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Well, 40 laps of racing competition is in the books here for our feature here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. And oh boy, was it a good one here tonight as these drivers all battled through the field. We have standing by here tonight our unofficial winner here tonight. Let's get down trackside and talk to the driver of the number 99, Cole Day. A great race for you as you're able to pick up the first win for yourself this season. A rough one, though, here tonight at Eldora. A little bit that cushion up there biting a lot of drivers.
Yeah, it was a really fun race. Haven't had the best luck this season, so it's good to be able to get ahead of all my bad luck and just have a good race. Yeah, that cushion was razor thin, just right there on the wall, so it was really hard to make sure you just were right off the wall to keep your momentum up and not have it bite you like I had to do a couple times and almost lost it. So
you talk about that cushion to the outside. Talk about the battle you had with Talon Carter and the lap traffic. You guys were trying to ride that cushion up top. You had some sliders back and forth between each other. And then lap traffic. We haven't seen it very much this season, but lap traffic was right there in your grill.
yeah, the cushion was definitely the preferred line, all night. So having to try to find a new line after we've been running the top for so long. It was a little tricky, but a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun racing with Town. He's super fast, so it was awesome to be able to hang with him throughout the whole race and through that lap traffic. So a lot of fun.
Well, great race for you here tonight, Cole. We're going to roll this red carpet out for the first time here this season, as you are the winner. The microphone's yours. The carpet is out.
Yeah, just want to thank you up in the booth as always. I want to thank Al, for putting on an awesome league, having a lot of great guys. Then all the boys down the turn 3 chat, talk the whole race, talk about lines, always good help. And then just everyone out running tonight. We only had one yellow on a nice big track, so it was a little bit one lane, but we still had a lot of good sliders and a lot of good racing, especially in the heat races. So I just want to thank all the guys coming out.
There you hear it. Cold day tonight. Your winner after 40 laps of racing competition. Driver that will finish second. He has actually taken off from us, but the driver out of New York, Eric Sanford, is the highest running rookie here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. A great run for Eric Sanford. He showed a lot of speed this season. Has not quite had the results here in his rookie campaign that he was looking forward to, but tonight, Eric Sanford is going to finish in P number 2. Speedy Brissett, well, he started third. He fell back to 5th. He ran 4th, threw some sliders in there with Holland and Millen, and he came out on top. The driver out of Plattsburgh, New York, in car 03 will pick up his third podium finish actually this season. Congratulations to Speedy Brissett, as he has also taken his car back to Tech here tonight, so he is accompanying that to make sure he goes through Tech. So congratulations to the whole top 3 crew here tonight. Millen is 4th. Ryan Holland is back there into the 5th spot. Chris Brown was 6th. Dobbs was 7th. Michael Trevarthen was 8th. Raptoy was 9th, as he is the biggest mover and shaker here tonight at the dance. And Talon Carter will round out unofficially the top 10. Well, boy, now with Eldora in the books, where do we go next? That means we are headed, to Lima Land. We're staying right here in the Buckeye State. We're just heading down the road to Lima Land before we head over to the Keystone State at Lincoln and Lernerville before we head to Lucas Oil to round down the season. But boy, this one's in the books. What will Lima Land bring us next week? Another big track, a little tighter though. I expect more good racing from the drivers of the Bartel Builders Big Block Series, but man, that's going to about do it here tonight from Eldora. So until we see you next time, race fans, we hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Here from Eldora, we got to thank the Bartel Builders, the Upstate Racing League, and all the sponsors that make it all possible here to bring you all the live racing coverage on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So until next time, race fans, I'm Roger Muth, and we'll see you in Turn 3.